Midlands Metalheads Radio, pleased to say that we are here with Voodoo Blood on the final day of this year's Hard Rock Hell. Now you played yesterday, didn't you?
You did, yeah.
Yeah. Any reason you've stayed over today? Are you any bands that you would like to catch? Or is it just the fact that you wanted a quiet night and you're going to drive back later?
Yeah, that's why everyone's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, that's why
I wondered that, yeah, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Well, that's not that bright. The set last night, how did it go?
It was sick, yeah, like, all the crowd were really into it. It was like at 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
so,
5 to 4, wasn't it? Yeah.
But it was packed from the front to the back, and the second stage it was absolutely rammed, so yeah, we did trust.
Yeah, I think we were all kind of shocked at how good it was. Like, we knew it was going to be good, but like...
We didn't think it was going to be that
Yeah, it was packed, like, all the way to the back. Like, all
I've seen some of the photographs and...
it was sick.
It was a good set, fair play.
Yeah.
Guys from Manchester, all of you?
Well, the band from Manchester, but none of us are actually
Yeah, we're all from
Right,
different
okay.
places.
So where are we from then?
I'm from Liverpool.
Oh, I'm from Glasgow originally, but I grew up in Ripon, which is in...
I gotta say, there's no Glasgow accent there, yeah. Kim?
I'm from good old Warrington.
Yeah.
I'm from sunny Huddersfield.
You brought it with you anyway, looking out there.
It was that sunny, you had to keep the shades on.
Literally.
So, how did you all get together to form this band?
We met at a university in Manchester, and then, shall we tell this elaborate story?
Is that
Yeah,
it?
do you
Is
want
that-
to tell it,
Is that the end of that question, is it? Yeah.
So, Kim had her own band before this, but like she was doing her own stuff, and they had a recording session, and I did a song with Kim at like a uni end of year performance kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we did a song, Elvis song, wasn't it? Yeah. And I hadn't spoken to her in a while, so I was at work. I was working like some crappy Tesco in Harrogate, and it was a night shift, and I thought, I'll message Kim to see what's going on. I was like, hey man, how's it going? And she was just like, she was like freaking out massively. And I was like, what's wrong? And she's just like, I'm doing this recording session tomorrow, you know, I paid for it and everything like that. My bass player was pulled out like the day before, so I was just like, I'll play bass for you. So drove up to Warrington to do it, and then I met Sean.
Because we were playing in a songwriting band as well. Yeah. And then, actually, I was going to leave it. And then Chris came and was like, wait, actually, like, there's something here. This could be something. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of been there since then.
Well, that's like my version of the story anyway.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
That was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, yeah.
Come on, leaps and bounds. I mean, you were at Bloodstock last year.
Yeah.
Which came through the Metals of the Masses competition, wasn't it? Yeah. How did that go? Because that is some
amazing.
festival.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was
time of our lives. We
were there for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
we were playing on the Sunday, so
we played last day.
The whole atmosphere then.
We had Thursday to Monday, didn't we? We went down on Monday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We did the whole thing.
It was great.
It was amazing.
Did you get a situation where you're sort of walking around backstage and you bump into your idols?
Yeah, Skindred. We bumped into Skindred backstage. Benji.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was so cool. And Ghost were playing. Like, we didn't bump into them. Obviously, they're all masked, so no one knows who they were. But like, they were playing, and they're like a huge inspiration for me. So to be on like the same lineup as a band like Ghost was just mind blowing.
We played just before Megadeth.
Yeah, just before Megadeth we played.
So that's nuts, really, isn't it? When we was playing, nobody else were playing. Right. Because we had got like, the best slot on
It was the best slot, yeah.
So you had all the audience.
Yeah, literally.
We got really lucky though.
Speaking to one person, and they said that because the tent, it went like up quite high and down quite short, so you couldn't really see out of the tent. There's so many people. And I was talking to this one guy, and he said the crowd went all the way back to the merch stand. I was like, that's nuts, a couple of thousand people.
Yeah. When did you get the invitation to come and do Hard Rock Hell? Because the other bands I've spoken to had it like 12 months ago.
Yeah, it was like a year ago.
It was actually after Bloodstock. It was through 7, wasn't it, that invited us?
Yeah. Yeah, it must have been about a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while.
I feel like it was just after Bloodstock.
Yeah.
So obviously that performance there is
Yeah.
got around to different
Yeah,
people.
well, hopefully. I mean,
They ended up giving loads of CDs.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
I was a bit cheeky actually when I was at Bloodstock because there was like a big Gibson bus where they was doing like loads of interviews, and I saw Benji like come down, so like I give him one. And I saw like then 2 members of the band were in an interview, and there was a little fence, so I jumped over the fence and passed them some CDs while they were getting interviewed. And,
yeah.
Dare I ask, have you got any CDs with you at the moment?
They're at the merch stand. Yeah.
Good. We'll have one of those later. I have to ask the question: why have you got a crutch? What have you been up to?
I've got an injury to my spine.
Yeah?
It's quite bad, and it's been really bad lately.
Yeah.
Last week we had to cancel some gigs and things.
I was going to say, does that affect your playing then?
I would say
maybe a
so,
stupid
yeah.
question, but you know what I mean.
It's been affecting every part of my life last month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm proud I managed to do it.
Yeah, you're trucking on.
Yeah.
You know.
Sick time.
Well, yeah, we had to. It was quite bad, wasn't it? Like last few weeks, we had to cancel a couple of gigs, so it was a bit touch and go. But then you kind of had a bit of a miraculous recovery, really. From
About 2 weeks ago, we were like, we're going to be able to do it.
yeah, and then Club and Hoof.
Oh yeah, don't mention that stuff. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you
I
couldn't
got into
even.
that recently.
Oh yeah,
few
we
weeks ago,
had a
innit?
lot of that stuff yesterday.
It's a stunner, that. Club and Hoof we're talking about.
Yeah.
A couple of EPs we've had out from you.
Yeah, 2 EPs.
Yeah. Have you got any material laid down anywhere for an album or for any new releases?
We're writing an album at the moment.
Yeah, with the writing process.
Yeah. Anything recorded?
We haven't got anything recorded yet, but we're getting there with the songs. So hopefully we'll have something out there in the new year.
Yeah. Do you find it easy with the 4 of you to get you all together and do a bit of jamming maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah. Like,
The right way to write.
that's how we just write. Just get in a room and do it. Yeah, jam.
Yeah.
I say with technology these days, it's very easy just to stick stuff on a phone and send it round. But
We
it's having the
don't
4
really
of
do
you
it
together.
like that though. We we just get in and it's quite organic.
Like if there's not like I don't know, it's hard to frame in it, but if there's not some type of like experience happening when it happens, if you was just to receive some music on a phone file and listen to it, then it'd be a very different like everything about the way you approach that's going to be different than if you stood in the band playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's room to overthink it and all of that mad stuff. Like at the time, you can just do it.
Yeah, you just do it.
Yeah.
Off the cuff. Yeah.
I was going to mention influences. Obviously, John Bonham on your T-shirt.
You know, that's a Wish Tripper.
Oh, where was the John Bonham? There we are, John Bonham. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Yeah.
Shout out to Witch Tripper though. Oh boys. Yeah.
Yeah, John Bonham.
Yeah, I've got like a tattoo.
Yeah.
He is the guy, really, for me. These guys introduced me to Led Zeppelin when we first started the band. And I was like, that guy.
Yeah. Any other bands as you were growing up and performing your own stuff? Yeah.
Beatles, Jimi Hendrix Experience, Queens of Stone Age, stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, very
A lot of blues stuff as well, like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, Albert King, all them guys. Yeah.
That's the sort of answer you wouldn't expect.
Yeah,
No disrespect, but you wouldn't expect people to go that far back into the bluesy.
Yeah, that's
We all do.
Yeah,
That's what we love.
yeah,
We're in a
yeah.
blues cover band as well. We play like BB King and stuff. And Etta James, you know, we all do love blues. That's where it's all come from.
Yeah.
You know, but
Guys, thank you very much indeed for
thank
your time.
you. Yeah, thanks for persevering.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you again.
Again, yeah.